You're watching KSG State Series. In this video, we are going to talk about Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu and also Puducherry. These are the union territories of India, and the data collected is based on the questions asked in competitive examinations. We start with Chandigarh. Chandigarh was planned by the famous French architect Le Corbusier. Chandigarh is located at the foothills of Shivaliks. Chandigarh is known as one of the best experiments in urban planning and modern architecture in the 20th century India. Chandigarh derives its name from the temple of Chandi Mandir located in the vicinity of the site selected for the city. The deity Chandi, the goddess of power, and a fort of Garh laying beyond the temple gave the city its name Chandigarh, the city beautiful. The city has a unique distinction of being the capital city of both Punjab and Haryana, while it itself was declared as a union territory. Chandigarh's capital complex is a UNESCO heritage site designed by Le Corbusier. The buildings at the capital complex includes the Legislative Assembly, Secretariat and High Court. The Sukna Lake is located in Chandigarh. Institutions located in Chandigarh are Institute of Microbial Technology, Central Scientific Instruments Organization, Terminal Ballistic Research Laboratory. And now let us tell you about Delhi. Delhi is India's capital, that is New Delhi. Boundary of Delhi touches with Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Modern Delhi is popularly known as Lutyens' Delhi. In the year 1803 AD, the city came under the British rule. In 1911, British shifted their capital from Calcutta to Delhi. Article 239 AA has special provisions with respect to Delhi. Delhi has a legislative assembly. Delhi is the only union territory to have its own high court. Talking about the religious and tourist places in the city, Akshardham Temple, heralded by the Guinness World Record as the world's largest comprehensive Hindu temple, the complex was inaugurated on 6th of November 2005. Azad Hind Gram is another one. Lotus Temple is another famous one. This temple is built in the shape of a lotus flower and is the last of 7 major Baha'i temples built around the world. The structure is made up of pure white marble. The architect Fariburz Sabha chose the lotus as the symbol common to Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism and Islam. Birla Mandir. The temple was inaugurated by Mahatma Gandhi on the condition that people of all castes will be allowed to enter the temple. Dilli Haat in Janakpuri, Dilli Haat in INA and Dilli Haat in Pitampura are famous tourist spots. The Garden of Five Senses is also a popular tourist spot. India Gate. At the center of New Delhi stands the 42-meter-high India Gate, an Arc de Triomphe-like archway in the middle of a crossroad. Almost similar to its French counterpart, it commemorates the 70,000 Indian soldiers who lost their lives fighting for the British Army during the World War I. The memorial bears the names of more than 13,516 British and Indian soldiers killed in the northwestern frontier in the Afghan War of 1919. The foundation stone of India Gate was laid by His Royal Highness the Duke of Connaught in 1921, and it was designed by Edwin Lutyens. The monument was dedicated to the nation 10 years later by the then Viceroy Lord Irwin. Another memorial, Amar Jawan Jyoti, was added much later after India got its independence. The eternal flame burns day and night under the arch to remind the nation of soldiers who laid down their lives in the Indo-Pakistan War of December 1971. Jama Masjid. Jama Masjid is the largest mosque of India. It began in 1644 and ended up being the final architectural extravagance of Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor who built the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort. Jantar Mantar was constructed in 1724. Maharaja Jai Singh II of Jaipur built this observatory. The observatory at Delhi was the first to be built, and it was followed by the construction of similar observatories at Jaipur, Ujjain, Varanasi, and Mathura, the last of which no longer survives. Jai Singh had found the existing astronomical instruments too small to take correct measurements, and so he built these larger and more accurate instruments. The Parliament of India, located in Delhi, is also an architectural marvel. Purana Killa, the northern gateway called the Talaki Darwaza or the Forbidden Gateway, combines the typically Islamic pointed arch with Hindu chhatris and brackets, whereas the southern gateway, called the Humayun Darwaza, also had a similar plan. The massive gateway and walls of Purana Killa were built by Humayun, and the foundation laid for the new capital, Deenpanah. The work was carried forward by Sher Shah Suri, who displaced Humayun. The World Heritage Site Qutub Minar is a soaring 73-meter high Tower of Victory built by Qutbuddin Aibak immediately after the defeat of Delhi's last Hindu kingdom. The tower has 5 distinct stories, each marked by a projecting balcony, and tapers from a 15-meter diameter at the base to just 2.5 meters at the top. The first 3 stories are made of red sandstone. The 4th and 5th stories are of marble and sandstone. At the foot of the tower is the Quwwat-ul-Islam Mosque, the first mosque to be built in India. The origins of Qutub Minar are shrouded in controversy. Some believe it was erected as a tower of victory to signify the beginning of the Muslim rule in India. Others say it served as a minaret to the muezzins to call the faithful to prayer. Qutbuddin Aibak, the first Muslim ruler of Delhi, commenced the construction of the Qutub Minar but could only finish the basement. His successor, Iltutmish, added 3 more stories, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq constructed the 5th and the last story. Rashtrapati Bhavan. It is home to the president of the world's largest democracy. It was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker and stands on a 330-acre estate. It took 17 years to build this presidential palace, which was completed in the year 1929. Safdarjung's tomb. It was built in 1753 to 1754 as a mausoleum of Safdarjung, the viceroy of Awadh under the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah. Gurudwara Bangla Sahib is another important and popular religious place in Delhi. Guru Tegh Bahadur Memorial is also one. Red Fort is a World Heritage Site. In 1638, Shah Jahan transferred his capital from Agra to Delhi and laid the foundations of Shah Jahanabad, the 7th city of Delhi. His famous citadel, the Lal Killa or the Red Fort, lying at the town's northern end on the right bank of the river Yamuna and south of Salimgarh, was begun in 1639 and completed after 9 years. The Red Fort is different from Agra Fort and is better planned because at its back lies the experience gained by Shah Jahan at Agra, and because it was the work of one hand. It is an irregular octagon with 2 long sides on the east and west, and with 2 main gates, one on the west and the other on the south, called Lahori and Delhi gates respectively. While the walls, gates and a few other structures in the fort are constructed of red sandstone, marble has been largely used in the palaces. Independence Day speech is given by the Prime Minister from the Red Fort. Tughlaqabad Fort. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq built the fortified town of Tughlaqabad, the 3rd city of Delhi. Tughlaqabad was raised as a stronghold rather than as an architectural enterprise. Ghiyasuddin's successor, Muhammad Tughlaq, added the small fortress of Adilabad on the hill south of Tughlaqabad. And now let us tell you about the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Daman is the capital of this Union Territory. Daman is on mainland near southern portion of Gujarat state. Diu is an island near Una of Junagadh district in Gujarat. A portion of Diu district is on mainland, which is named as Ghogla. A small part of Diu, known as Simbor, is situated in Gujarat at a distance of 25 kilometers from Diu. The Union Territory has no legislative assembly. Let's go back in history to study about this. Daman was acquired by the Portuguese from the Shah of Gujarat. They noticed the port of Daman for the first time in 1523. They attacked it several times and finally obtained it in 1559 by means of a treaty with the Shah. Thereafter, it was under the rule of Portuguese till its liberation in 1961. Diu was conquered by the Portuguese in 1546, who ruled there till 1961. After liberation on 19 December 1961 from Portuguese rule of more than 4 centuries, Daman and Diu became a part of the Union Territory of Goa, Daman and Diu, under the Government of India. After delinking of Goa, which attained statehood, Union Territory of Daman and Diu came into existence on the 30th of May 1987. Dadra and Nagar Haveli came in existence on 17th December 1779 as a result of a treaty between Portuguese and Marathas. The Portuguese ruled this territory under its liberation on 2nd of August 1954. After its liberation, the administration was carried on by the local body known as Free Dadra and Nagar Haveli Administration till its merger with the Indian Union on the 11th of August 1961. And now on to the Union Territory Puducherry. The French first set foot here in 1670 and left a part of them when their rule finished in 1954. Puducherry means new settlement. On November 1, 1954, the French possessions in India were de facto transferred to the Indian Union and Puducherry became a union territory. But only in 1963, Puducherry became officially an integral part of India after the French Parliament in Paris ratified the treaty with India. Puducherry has a legislative assembly. Puducherry still has a large number of Tamil residents with French passports whose ancestors were in French governmental service and who chose to remain French at the time of independence. Talking about the districts in this union territory, Puducherry is formed out of 4 exclaves of former French India, namely Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahayand, and Yanam. Puducherry district comprises of Puducherry region and outlying administrative units of Mahe and Yanam. Karaikal district comprises of the Karaikal region. Talking about the fairs and festival in Puducherry, Sri Gokilambal Thirukameshwara temple, also referred to as Vilyanur temple, is a famous place of worship for Hindus, the most popular festival being the Brahmotsavam. Masi Magam, also known as Masi Makam, is a Tamil Hindu festival which is celebrated by Tamil-speaking people. It is celebrated in the Tamil month of Masi during the Makam Nakshatra. Tamil New Year is also known as Varusha Pirapu and is observed on the first day of Tamil month, the Chittirai. Veerampattinam festival is an important festival. Veerampattinam is the biggest coastal village in the Union Territory of Puducherry. Fete de Puducherry is another famous fair. That's it in this edition of KSG State Series. Stay tuned for more such videos.